What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 23 of my Total Warhammer 3 Kairos Fateweaver Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Big Bird had himself a nice little shootout with the Bloody Hands, Wurzag finally not being a coward. Well, I mean, I suppose we hadn't encountered him being a coward, but other factions certainly have, and decided to duel it out with Kairos. Of course, he failed miserably, but it gave us a lovely King of the Hill style battle that will live on in memory, fond memories of this campaign. Now, in addition to that, we continue to fight the Ghosts of Pahwaks, and I believe we're going to begin this episode by trying to fight Oxyotl yet again, and essentially destroying the faction for good, as otherwise he will only have the Godless Crater and no real army there to defend. However, before we do that, a couple things. First of all, somebody noted that I once again forgot to do the... I forget the name of the thing, the Scriveners of Insanity here, so let's try to get you going. Vindex, we can delete these blue horrors because I don't see the need for upkeep right now. And it's not like you're going to be able to take Kasabar with them. I mean, I suppose you could siege with an entire army of blue horrors if we attack these guys. Would that be successful? It really depends on what's in the what's in this place is in terms of garrison. Is there somewhere similar, like for example El Kalabad? Yeah, honestly, the army isn't that strong. You know what? Maybe we keep the blue horrors just for now. There is potential. Let's send you here to the Black Pyramid of Nagash, and then we're going to pop that where is it? Unholy Manifestation, Scriveners of Insanity on you. Wait. In enemy territory not besieging. Huh. Oh, it has to be quite an enemy territory. Okay, that's fine. We're going to declare war on Black Pyramid of Nagash right after, presuming I don't forget again. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Now, in addition to that, you guys had an idea of moving the Moors faction, or at least transferring a settlement to Moors somewhere far away, for the purpose of keeping them alive somehow. I do like the idea, and between the episodes, as in before I started this one, I took a look at what we can afford in terms of transferring to Moors. And the only decent place that we can afford, and that isn't beside an enemy, and I do want to point out that the Cult of Sotek is at war with Moors, so they destroy them instantly, is not up here. It would cost like 8,000 to transfer to the Crooked Moon, but rather the Tong here. We can't transfer the Crystal Spires, unfortunately, but the Forest of Decay does work. Indeed, it works at, let's see, transfer settlement, Forest of Decay to Clan Moors at 1365, which ain't too bad. The only other potential option is out here somewhere, and I want to see something about that. Let's go Changing of the Ways for a second, and let's go Reveal Shroud on the Cult of Sotek. Like so. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh wow, they have quite a lot of territory, don't they? We're at war with them, obviously. I just wanted to see... Damn, oh wow. I did not realize they were this strong. Considering they just declared war on us, that's going to be a problem. Well, that's going to be a lot for Fire to fight with. We're going to have to actually build him a proper army. This army was originally built specifically to fight Oxyotl's forces, but, well, this is going to be something. Well, considering we're at war with all of this, it's unlikely that we can transfer to anything good. And look, Hanneman's up here. I wonder if he's using a pile of red-crested skinks. Well, then, I guess the Tong are the way to go. So, Forests of Decay. You are going to get transferred to Moors, and hopefully they can somehow stay alive here. So, Changing of the Ways, transfer settlement, this to Clan Moors. There we go. They are right beside Archaon, as well as several other factions, but hopefully we don't get into a fight with them. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Also, it looks like Archaon's taken a lot of these dark fortresses. He has, in fact, taken 7 of them. Damn. Looks like he's quite strong, rank 5. North is doing quite good. It could be very possible that they just kill Clan Moors, but if they do, well, let's face it, there isn't much else we could do about it at this point. Alrighty, we'll have to wait for the next settlement transfer. Now that that's done, we also have our money spent, and we are ready to attack Oxyotl here. I do want to check whether you need to have any of your items switched out. We have no items, do we? Okay, well, I guess we could give you a potion of strength as well. We do need to have you occasionally fight, though I am curious, what did I give to Iber? Iber has the other Trickster's Shard, eh? Now, you have Greater Arcane Conduit. Just out of curiosity, what does the Demon Prince have? Who would benefit more from the spell resistance reduction of the other Trickster's Shard is my question. You just have regular Arcane Conduit. Huh. So on the one hand, you would benefit more in the sense that you need it more, but on the other hand, you are also a good melee fighter. Though, unlike Fire, you don't actually have Saurus Smiter. You know, it's hard to say. It's a fairly small aura at 55 meters. Actually, it's not that bad. But we do have to be covering over the enemy in the sense that we have to be near the enemy to apply it. Still, you are using Gehenna's Golden Hounds offensively, and you will eventually be using Infernal Gateway, so it would be nice. You know, I think we'll keep it as it is, but I'll think about it. I might switch it out to Fire later, as, well, Iber clearly has the favor of the gods at this point, or the disfavor of the gods. I'm not entirely sure. They're either testing him or trying to get him killed. We'll see as we go. Anyway, let's start with you then. Fire, there are no items to use other than that oh, damn it. Let's equip your, where is it? Let's equip your Potion of Strength. The thing is, the Potion of Strength would work better with Iber than it would with you, though you do have Saurus Smiter. You're still not a very good melee fighter due to your armor reduction, plus the fact that these guys specifically have the... There's a trait they have, don't they? Yeah, Master of Fates, which means you have to be out of melee, whereas Iber, just as a comparison... You have stand or die, so you're much more likely to be in the fray fighting things, whereas you're just hovering overhead. Which makes me think that the Potion of Strength or Potion of Healing or something like that would be better on Iber. But anyway, that's not important right now. What is important is that we destroy Oxyotl. So let's start with that. It says Valiant Defeat, but we fought similar sorts of fights against them. So we should be able to do okay, or at least I would certainly hope so. Probably could have checked the Winds of Magic, but we'll do after if I can remember to do so. Let's get to it. Alright, so it seems the Slan, just like Wurzag, wants a bit of a shootout. Of course, it's not a shootout with Kairos, so it's a lot more viable a strategy than that chosen by Wurzag. Unfortunately, the Slan is standing near a lot of its own units, and while they are absorbing hits, they're also taking damage to this, so I'm not sure it's such a good idea. Oh, Slan, you so Silith. Because his name is Sylph. Anyway, we are going to obviously open this up while waiting for the army of Oxyotl to arrive by trying to dish out as much damage as we possibly can. The Slan is actually doing pretty good at surviving all those shots, considering it appears to have no natural spell resistance, nor any natural award save, though it does have, let's see, I guess it just has a ton of HP and that's about it. Well, and a decent amount of armor. We'll see about that. In the meantime, our Chaos Chariots are going to move in, and they're surely mowing down those skinks quite quickly, dropping the skink cohort to nearly half, before moving into the Legion of Chakwa here, who are one of the coolest looking Saurus units. Gotta love this Regiment of Renown. These guys look fantastic, don't they? I love the golden glint on all that armor. I mean, the Lizardmen in generally look pretty damn amazing, but nonetheless. Anyway, here we go. Gonna continue with this. Our Warhounds, or our Fleshhounds, rather, going to move in to annoy the enemy Cold One Riders as well, who have plenty of golden armor of their own. And these guys will die fairly quickly. They do take quite a bit of damage to the Fleshhounds, though of course our Fleshhounds are going to take some damage of their own. I also want to point out that our 2 iridescent cores are going to be using their ranged attacks to damage the enemy, and we are going to pop our own firestorm on top of the enemy as they arrive onto the field. Not going to do a crazy amount of damage, but it's something, especially since these guys are so far away. Might as well. Not going to have enough mana, unfortunately, to move over there and dish out too much Pink Fire's damage, but at the very least we surely have enough damage to kill this army before the enemy gets to us. Speaking of, it looks like the Cold One Riders are out. The Skink cohort is nearly out. Chameleon Stalkers are in bad shape, though we are trying to leave the Legion of Chakwa alone, mostly because, well, our chariots can't do much about that. The Slann is currently slowly, and I do mean slowly, and being killed by the disc-flying iridescent horrors. I'm gonna have to replace them with the burning chariots as soon as we can. Of course, they'll still be vulnerable on said burning chariots, but they'll be able to kill a unit like this without too much trouble, I would imagine. Oh, did you just miss a shot? This guy's standing right there. Or sitting right there. He's sitting still, guys. Come on. Okay, not anymore, but he was sitting still. Alrighty, and let's see, just the Legion of Chakwa left now, and the enemy army is arriving. We're going to move fire in to annoy the enemy with continued shots of blue and pink fires. The blue, of course, on the more elite units, and the pink on the blobs. Of course, that does mean he is going to start taking damage from enemy Chameleon Skink cohorts, and Chameleon Stalkers, plus Oxyodal himself, who does get very hard with his ranged attack. 822, and Sundered Armor, as well as armor piercing at that. Plus it's, And I just realized that he has flaming attacks. Do we have any natural fire resistance? Yes, my cat is here. You may hear him throughout the episode. But anyway, I'm actually a little bit surprised that Tzeentch units don't have a natural fire resistance, considering. But oh well. I do love to watch this guy fly around, even if he doesn't seem potentially as effective in some ways. We'll see. Oh, it looks like it's finally time to kill that Slann and get a blue fire going, though we are going to take a few volleys for our trouble. I have noticed that the units spin around a lot when trying to get them to cast. They sometimes spin around and do nothing. And there we go, down goes the Slann, he teleports out, and we're looking good. It actually clipped a Saurus unit while we were in there. And now it's time for the enemy to get to the main line. We're going to go back. In fact, I'm going to speed this up a little bit as we make our way back to our front lines. Maybe cast a few pink fires here and there into any enemy blobs that will get sufficiently damaged by it. But it's not a big deal at this point. Alrighty, so 5 minutes in, and none of our units other than our caster has really done any damage. It will be interesting to see how much damage comes out of the Poison Wind Globadiers this time around. They did so damn well last time we used them, and I do expect great things from them in going forward. Alright, and here come the Cold One Spears right into our Halberds and our Poison Wind Globadiers. There we go, that's gotta hurt. Of course, the Globadiers are gonna hurt our own units, but these guys will probably suffer quite a bit more. They've charged, and this unit is basically done for, and the other one is quite in bad shape as well, especially with fire hitting them in the back, as he currently is. And away they go. Alrighty, but fortunately for the enemy, they've got plenty more units. Where that came from, we haven't, after all, engaged with the main army yet. They do have a single unit of Cold One Spears and a Chameleon Stalker unit moving around the edge of the battlefield, so we're going to move our Fleshhounds and stuff away and countercharge that with our Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch with Halberds. I kept the Halberds that are hurt from previous battle on the side here to deal with that while we reinforce with our Fleshhounds as well as our Chariots. Otherwise, we have the Legion of Chakwa still alive and coming in, and they've activated their plus 40 missile resistance, so that's quite nice for them, but they still have to contend with the fact that we have our Poison Wind Globadiers here, who, as we've seen in the previous battle with these guys, are very much effective against Saurus warriors. not just large units. Though I guess calling a Saurus a small unit is still kind of silly. I mean, from a regular mortal human's perspective, anyway. There we go, although the Chaos Warriors are pretty big, although then again, the Saurus Warriors are quite hunched over. Anyway, the Legion of Chakwa have arrived, though they did take quite a beating on the way there. They now have a mere sliver of HP. The rest of the enemy is arriving. We did move fire in to try to prevent the enemy from getting too many good charges in. Those fire in turn took a little bit of damage himself. The Chameleon Stalkers are engaged over on the side, and so have the enemy Cold One Spears been caught together with the other unit of Chameleon Stalkers, and we're getting ripped apart by both our chariots, our flesh hounds, as well as an extra unit of Tzeentchian Chaos Warriors. And here comes some more Saurus and some more Skinks, but of course the Kroxigors are currently feeling the wrath of the Poison Wind Globadiers on both sides of the battlefield here. Obviously got to apply that anti-large, and those are the best units that we have to contend with those Kroxigors after all. Still continuing the pink fire spam with our Lord as well, and I do imagine that these Kroxies will be done for shortly. And though once again, this will have done quite the number on our own units. Kroxies are done, but our own Chaos Warriors are at half HP and liable to drop quite quickly. I love the poison wind effect. I just wish it was a little bit lessened, you know? It makes it a little bit difficult to see what the heck is going on when the units all have that debuff. And oh wow, the damage, the pink fire, the poison wind. I'm willing to bet that those Saurus are not very happy campers right now. 48 units, so they still have half of their unit numbers, but they should drop extremely quickly considering they're just about done for. In fact, most of the enemy army is now dead. The balance of power has shifted very much in our favor, and it looks like what, 1, 2 maybe units are essentially alive? Very few. Alright, and of course Oxyodal is still hurting fire with pretty much impunity. Oh, lovely. But we couldn't have chased off Oxyodal, but that's okay. We can chase him down while he dies with the rest of their army as they run away from our battle line. Well done, everybody. I was actually expecting a little bit of a tougher fight, but it looks like this went pretty well. Yeah, we got a few units hurt, but we gotta remember that our army wasn't at full HP in the first place, and at the end of the day, our model losses are pretty reasonable. All these units are above half in terms of model losses. Now our chariots and our flesh hounds get to work, plus fire is going to chase down and attack Oxyodal in revenge for all those free shots that Oxyodal was taking throughout the battle. Alright, we're obviously going to speed this up because it's a little bit boring to watch units get chased down. Although I am impressed that the Chosen, or Chaos Warriors rather, can at least keep up with the Saurus. Saurus are slow infantry. And fortunately the Rats and the Pink Fires are quite quick, so they are able to hit enemy Saurus as they try to run away as well. There we go. Those guys have gotten ripped apart. Oxyodal is still running, but is close to half HP, so I do imagine he'll get killed shortly. Poor little guy. Once again, I always feel bad for the Skinks. And keep going after him. Oh, man, look at those effects. I love the gliding that the Lord of Change does at the same time as using the staff effects and all those pink fires and stuff. And there we go, Oxyodal dies. A close victory perhaps, but we will be capturing this location, and thus we will be healing. Perhaps not to full on a single turn, but if we can manage to move immediately after, we should be able to destroy the faction. Alrighty, there we go. Very fun battle, and Oxyotl is down, and most of the enemy is down. I'm pretty happy with this one. We got a Banner of Swiftness, which we frankly don't really care about, but hey, it's a little bit more speed for you, I guess, which could help in getting you to battle faster, though that does depend on how much magic you have. The Rats clean house yet again, massively outdoing all the other units, with the exception of fire itself. It makes me want to get 2 more of these units in here, actually. Certainly the doggos are very, very useful. I won't deny it, but I suppose they could be replaced with our own cavalry to chase units down, because if the damage is coming in so much from the Poison Wind Globadiers, and we will be fighting lots and lots more lizards when we fight Tehenowin. It does seem like this is something to have, but anyway, we'll see. In the meantime, we're going to heal up a little bit, because we do need to hopefully auto-resolve this battle again. Reptilian Ravager, sure. Banner of Swiftness, yes, sure. Well, let's see. Never-ending Chasm, still decisive victory, good. And we got a Ward Save 14, Crystal Pendant. Huh. Isn't the Talisman of Preservation a Ward Save 17? Just out of curiosity. Anyway, that's going to Kairos, obviously. Not that Kairos needs it, but, well, Kairos takes out armies by himself. So let's give you the Crystal Pendant. And there we go. And we still need to get you some other stuff in here. A Helm of Discord, a Fencer's Blades, and of course, your quest for your Staff of Tomorrow. So that would replace the Fencer's Blades. We'll do that eventually. As soon as Kairos isn't busy for like 5 seconds. He's been a very busy bird. Alright, Iber, you are staying where you are, and we'll do the points as well at some point. Vindex, all this stuff needs to be done. Okay, wait. Garrulus, you're staying where you are, yes? Yeah, under the assumption that... what's this? Varag wants to attack Garrulus. While Garrulus is in range of Skarbrand and the Sunken Cairnarch? That's just crazy. Unless he has Lightning Strike. Well, if he attacks us with the Wa, that looks pretty damn fun. We will need to be careful, however. We will need a lot of Pink Fire, which we do have maxed out. Let's level you up in that situation. Plasmatic Plurality, and ooh. Now this is a question. Do we get you in more Burning Head? Do we get you Piercing Bolts of Burning? Flamestorm is too iffy. Or increased mobility. Damn, lots of good choices, but Piercing Bolts of Burning is such a great spell. Especially since we don't have a Lore of Metal Sorcerer in here yet, though we probably will eventually. Especially against this. Damn, lots of trolls though. But I assume the Wa forces will be primarily made up of infantry, which we will need to deal with. Anyway, stay right there beside the Sunken Cairnarch. We'll see if this guy attacks you and whether we'll draw Skarbrand's forces to help us out, or whether Skarbrand will run away like a little coward to Karakazgal. They're not actually fighting anybody. I really wish this guy would peace out and just let us build a freaking outpost in his territory, but it ain't happening. Anyway, now what we want to do is 2 things. First, we want to declare war in the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Declare war. And the reason for that is, as I was thinking last episode, now if we attack Drak Madeira, the remnants of Wurzag's force, most likely what will happen is that the garrison and the force here will get drawn out into it, which will mean we can take the Black Pyramid without too much trouble. We will also use this time to go into Magic Manipulation, and it looks like we're good for now. Then we will go on Holy Manifestations, and we'll go Scriveners of Insanity on Vindex. Gotta not accidentally misclick Kairos here, as that would be bad. There we go. Alright, very, very nice. Kairos, do your guys need levels for this? Oh wow, you actually kind of do need levels. You provide training, which isn't actually all that useful here. What do you not have? You actually have everything, don't you? Everything that's needed and is good. Alright, just get Specialist then. Nothing else is going to help, and you are on your War Shrine. Okay, you though. Let's get you Blue Fire of Tzeentch, let's get you maxed out Pink Fires, as well as the Fires of Change. Let's get you Prismatic Plurality, ooh. And wait, did I get any more points in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, 2 points in Tzeentch's Firestorm. Could be quite useful in this particular situation, as that's going to be a massive amount of Tomb Kings. I guess we're gonna have another battle-heavy episode. Let's go. Hopefully this actually works. These guys could decline the attack, but the AI tends to be predictable in this, and yes, he will indeed get drawn out. Foolish, as Kairos eats these kind of armies for breakfast. Let's get to it.
Us. Their existence is in flux.
Well, I wouldn't say they challenge us, other than the fact that they're defending themselves while we attack them after we destroyed Wurzag's force. Alrighty, well, we're gonna open up the battle by dropping the bombs from our Regiment of Renowned Doom Knights, and then Kairos is gonna move in. Look at those savage orcs fly. I was actually trying to land him here. I think that was actually a misclick, but that's okay. Kairos is tanking enough to take at least a few shots, and the goal, of course, here is to kill the enemy lord with the blue fires and damage the other units with pink fires a little bit. So there's the blue and there's the pink, and then we lift off again without getting trapped, and we still have half of our barrier remaining as well. Also got to remember that we do have a life bloom whenever we cast, so we should be just fine. And there we go, some of those orcs taking hits, while the Gobbo leading orcs, is, well, about 2/3 HP remaining. It'll take some time to get there. Also, while all that is happening, I just want to point out our setup. We have set up our main force all the way at the edge of the map here. The purpose of this, of course, is to force the enemy army to move towards us for as long as possible. We're also going to be keeping our iridescent horror here, Terratus, over on this side for the purpose of casting as soon as the enemy moves onto the field. Gotta annoy them, and we'll be harassing the enemy army all the way to ours across the entire map. There we go. Orcs are in pretty bad shape now, but the enemy army is on the field, and it will soon be time to get some casting going. And I mean quite a lot of casting. We're going to open it up with the Tzeentch's Firestorm, as in the ability that we haven't gotten too much use out of. The little triple vortex ability. And there we go. Hopefully it moves in an appropriate direction to damage all of those Tomb Kings. The skeletons specifically. Then on top of all that, we got the other Tzeentch's Firestorm coming down that we got while casting all those spells with Kairos. Kairos is also here, getting an Infernal Gateway open and another use of pink fire, and these skelly boys are going to be quite decimated even going into the battle. More blue fires coming down, of course, but this time targeting the enemy lord here while Kairos hovers overhead and continues the spell spam. And there we go. Let's see. Tomb King has taken, what, 1 or 2 shots perhaps, but there's plenty more in us, of course. We have quite the Winds of Magic amount here. Lovely. Keep doing that and keep occasionally casting pink fires. Balance of power is actually in our favor now. The enemy troop council dropped by about 1,000 already, and just off of that, let's see, Kairos has 200 kills, and our pink whore, our iridescent whore, has 303. Pretty good for essentially 2 spells. Alright, there you go, Kairos. Enemy lord is now at half HP, and ooh, I just noticed that they had a have a catapult. We'll have to make sure that we kill that before the enemy army gets to us, though they will be pretty beat up once again by the time we're there. And we'll probably be unable to contest any attacks onto the Screaming Skull catapult. That poor enemy lord. And also, I don't feel bad about this at all, in the sense that if the enemy doesn't bring a lot of answers to flying units, that's the enemy's problem. And down he goes. In reality, I feel like I should have actually spaced that out, as in not cast the blue fires so often. Maybe cast one, then wait 20 seconds, cast another one, all the way to the other edge of the map. The reason for this is, of course, the duration of Wild Heart and Life Leeching. Keep those up as long as possible, but I really wanted that unit dead. And there we go. Plus, Kairos is pretty good at spamming all those spells. Yeah, it definitely makes me wonder how many Lords of Change we actually want in this army. At least 2. I'm not entirely sure about 4. Is it obnoxious to have that many? Yes, but they won't increase the Winds of Magic power reserve all that much at the end of the day. So it's nothing crazy. There's only so many blue and pink fires that we can cast, 4 mana anyway. Alrighty, well, it looks like it's time to speed up the battle a little bit. Kairos is nearly out of mana. He's probably going to cast a few pink and blue fires back there, but we'll be fine. Here we go. We got other fires to cast without having to pay magic for them. Here come the remnants of the Savage Orc army. Right into those fires. This feels like a very bad idea. They should know what's going to happen here. And down they go. Oh, look, they have some pump wagons here as well. One goes down, and then the last charge and burninated. Perfect. Alrighty, now it's just a matter of making sure that those Savage Orc Error Boys all die, though of course it does seem that they do outrange the Pink Horrors at the very least. But fortunately it looks like Galrock Simulator, if nothing else, can still reach it. We're also moving our Regiment of Renown Doom Knights of Broke Armen around, because somebody has to kill that damn Screaming Skull Catapult. Also, it looks like the enemy is set up in a massive line. I actually have no idea why I decided to do this, but I am going to speed it up and allow them to close the distance. They still haven't really had any contact with our army after all, and they are down quite a bit. Our allied troop count is down a little bit, but this wasn't due to losses. This was obviously due to the fact that we came into the battle already hurt. Ooh, looks like the Broke Armen are starting to take a little bit of damage, though we continue our pink fire spam. And now they should be able to hit that damn unit of... Ooh, another pink fire. Trying to focus the archers a little bit. Yeah, those guys are going to take care of that catapult, but I want to see a few more flames into some of these chariots. There we go. The heat of the desert is nothing compared to the flames of change. I really can't wait to get another Exalted Flamer in this particular army. Alright, down go all those units, but the rest of the enemy army is now finally on the way, and oops, it looks like I think I got distracted with casting stuff, so these guys took a little bit longer to engage with the enemy catapults. But it's okay, here they come. And damn, they exploded the actual catapults with their charge. Very nice. Poor little skeleton crew is all done for. Now, let's see. The enemy army is getting closer to us, although they still haven't managed to actually reach our line or break through any of the barriers, with the exception of possibly our Doom Shrine, War Shrine, rather. Doom Shrine. Well, it may as well be a Doom Shrine as far as the enemy is concerned. And here come the fires of various varieties. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. And as the enemy close in with some Tomb Guard and some Skeleton Warriors, we activate yet another use of Firestorm of Tzeentch. This has two purposes: to slightly damage the enemy here, but to also separate this main force from the units that had neared our battle line. This essentially prevents them from attacking for as long as that particular effect is going. And oh, Did that Bolt of Change actually knock down a few Ushabti and kill them? Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting it would do so much damage to single target entities, but that's nice. Alrighty, now those units have been separated from us, and we summon a unit of pink horrors to distract the enemy and prevent them from fighting, as well as a Lord of Change onto the field as well. Even get a pink fire use from him, and not just Kairos. There we go, and it looks like the enemy is now quickly starting to run out of units. In the background, our Screamers, well, this one actually got a little bit hurt, so I was being careful with it, but our Screamers are going after Skeleton Archers, and our Doom Knights are going to go after the Chariots. Anything with the range, really, that we're going to have a tough time reaching with regards to our Burnination capabilities. It looks like the Tomb Guard, at least on this side, are getting something done. Hurting one of our units of Chaos Warriors who have finally lost their barrier. There we go, look at that. They've taken a tiny bit of HP damage. Alrighty, and our summoned unit is just about dead. Over on the side, we've also set Kairos up to fight in melee as 2 units of Ushabti decided to flank us. That means Kairos, together with our units of regular Chaos Knights of Tzeentch, are going to be fighting them. Of course, Kairos used a Mark of Tzeentch previously when the enemy moved in, allowing us to charge them rather than them to charge us. Plus, he has that damage resistance ability, which should keep him in, if not tip-top shape, tip-top enough shape. There we go, and damn. Either Ushabti are smaller than I thought, or Chaos Knights are bigger than I thought, I'm not sure. And down goes those Ushabti, and just like that, the battle is very, very suddenly over. It's always a little bit almost anticlimactic when you just end the battle against the Tomb Kings, because they all suddenly disappear, and then bam, battle is over. You don't even get to watch your troops triumphantly chase them down. But on the bright side, this does mean that no units escape, and the Black Pyramid is ours. Ah, that was absolutely disgusting. Disgusting, Kairos. 127,000 damage and a very respectable 51,000 on the Iridescent Horror, with a few spells, including that one Firestorm of Tzeentch. Otherwise, our Flamers, as usual, got a ton of damage. Not quite enough for the Pink Horrors, as I think they get outranged by the enemy Archers, and yeah, they could do a little bit more, I gotta say. But, well, you know, the fact is most of the enemies weren't able to actually get to our line, so it's not necessarily all that surprising. Now we may as well heal up because, well, we gain very little from not doing so. And Agent of Change magic item drop chance plus 10, well, isn't that just lovely? I take it you don't have one. What did we do to get that? Because we need more of those, like a lot more of those. Infinity more of those. Where is it? Agent of Change should be first thing, shouldn't it? We have one on Kronos. Huh. We have one on the former leader of our little allied faction. That's great. Won a land battle. How have we not gotten one of these since the very start? Are you kidding me, game? Kairos is level 50. Okay, this is just the game being obnoxious about it. Really? And we needed more items, too. Disgusting. Okay, well, regardless, we want to take out the... let's say Standard of Discipline, because it's kind of meh. And honestly, Kronos, you don't really need that Agent of Change. Let's give it to Iber. I wonder what else Kronos has. Did we get any items along with him? Aha, he has a Rock of Inevitability. Well, that's not so bad. We'll also have to probably summon him. And what is this? Oh, he has a Scroll of Oh, that's our second Scroll of Leeching. Well, isn't that just lovely? Fuse those. Into a Void Armor. Physical resistance 10. Attribute, that's terrible. That is just terrible. What? Really? We went from 2 garbage blue items to a garbage blue item. How is this a blue item? Cause terror? Do you know how many freaking things cause terror nowadays? I don't even know. I guess we could give it to one of the cultists because they would only cause fear on their mounts, but then we'd not be getting something that would make them a little bit tankier. Yeah, that is just a trash armor, isn't it? Oh well. Now we could take over the Temple of Nagash, or the Black Pyramid of Nagash, rather, pretty much instantly. Though I'm thinking we probably want to destroy these armies before we do so as well, wouldn't we? Alright, let's just quickly attack these. We'll just do this manually, because, well, it's the same sort of deal. We just destroy all of those units with giant piles of magic. I guess a very battle-heavy episode, but hey, and we get a Black Pyramid out of it. I wonder where the reinforcements are coming on. Okay, we're on that side. One thing you gotta love about the Tomb Kings is that they all melt away once we're done dealing with them. And Kairos, you get your magics again, so start deployment, and oh, it's the King of the Hill battle again. But I feel like they're probably too close to us for us to actually take the hill, aren't they? Let's see what we got. I mean, we could force them to blob up a little bit. It'll be a little bit different than the last fight. Why not? Let's give it a try. Put you guys like this, and then all of our units behind you, as usual. Like so, like so. It's not like their armies are of any threat, really. So, like so, like so. And fortunately, they're also quite slow, aren't they? The knights here. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to land the Doom Knights and put them in now, but they could fly over and drop some bombs if they like. Gotta be careful with the Screamers, though, as they're a little bit damaged. Yeah, I think we keep the Doom Knights here, like so, on the ground, to protect the flanks. And obviously, you are going to be in the center here, and Kairos is going to go up ahead. And then we will also want to take the Doom Shrine, or the Shrine. War Shrine. Chaos Shrine. Do that. Group 1, Group 2, and you guys can be Group 3. Good. Start battle. You guys start moving up that hill. Oh, group up, please. And then move up that hill. Are they going to try to claim it from us or no? Doesn't look like it. Beautiful. Kairos, go kill them all. And let's speed it up. And just start annoying them. Where is their lord? Wait, is that a new Shopti with great... Oh, I didn't realize that a new Shopti with great bow. Okay, that's the #1 target. And in fact, we may have to use our Doom Knights in aerial mode to deal with that. I didn't realize that those were on the field. Alright, Kairos, start ripping them apart. Let's also start dropping magics all over the place. There we go. Our army is drawing near. In fact, move like so, minus you guys. Alright. Keep the Ushapti with great bows scared. Screw the enemy lord, just kill those. The most important thing here. Ah, you did not fire your thing, okay. Try again. And ooh, that's a lot of enemies right there. Let's go overcast pink fire, come on, before they move all away. Come on, they're moving. There you go. Very good, oh, that's disgusting. Alright, kill those Ushapti with a great bow. Our army is more or less on the field now, and the Burnination has begun. Let's also drop some bombs, and let's attack those great bow Ushapti. In fact, Kairos, just drop down here. And let's get you more magics. Also, you can start using magics as well. Let's say right here. And there's that second army. Probably could have flown over there and used their firestorm or whatever, too late. Another one of these pink fires, please. There we go. Keep distracting them, Kairos. They're no threat to you. I'm tempted to pop a... Nah, you know what? We'll be fine. And oh, damn! I forgot to turn off the skirmish mode. Every time. All right, how you doing, Kairos? You can just kill these. I'm just trying to... Oh, damn! I misclicked. That's what happens. I'm trying to get through the battle quickly, and that's when you make mistakes. Okay, you know what? Just kill them. Rest of the army, minus... Okay, you can unlock yourselves. You can do this, and then you guys can move like so. And then let's get the knights around this way instead. Alrighty, and then let's get some summons out on the field. You debuff the enemy, summon a unit of pink horrors right there to block them. Kairos, how you doing out there? Okay, good, you've flown away, so nobody's attacking you. And you guys go after the archers. Doom Knights is still fighting. Ah, there we go, there's that storm of fire. Can't really force them to stop. Oh, imagine if we had a Tormentor's sword. This probably won't work, they'll probably all move away, but whatever. We'll give it a try. And let's get another pink fire like so. Alright, how are we doing out here? Everybody's at full HP. You guys can charge through Shopti though, because they look like they could be a threat. Let's keep destroying these guys though as well. Doom Knights, you're a little bit damaged. Let's back you up. Kairos, move to this side and summon a Lord of Change as well onto the field, just to distract the enemy if nothing else. Hey, that actually did kill a few. Not a lot, but a few. Something. Firestorm right there. And Overcast Pink Fire right there. There we go. And let's drop one of these on, I don't know. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And then you guys move away. How are we doing? Oh, the Knights are a little bit hurt. That's just rude. You guys move away. And you want to use a... Oh, wow, that Firestorm. Yeah, it's... or the Flamestorm, rather. Wasn't all that effective, was it? Oh, good. Oh, the Scorpion's in there. You know what? Let's Gaze of Fate the Scorpion. Right there. And let's heal up our Knights with a Regrowth. And then you guys are okay. Let's just reposition you very slightly, like so and like so. Beautiful. You get another fire through these guys. Everybody in on the enemy chariots to make them stop firing. Kairos, finish up with a nice Overcast Pink Fire right there. Good. You can debuff the enemy with a... you can land here to annoy them. Where's Kairos? Oh, you were fighting over there? Yeah, that's fine. Debuff the enemy with that Helm of Discord. There we go. Ooh, their chariots are going to charge through, but that's okay. We can just counter those. And I did not realize that they have a artillery piece. You guys go and deal with that. And you, summon another unit of Pink Horse to get in the enemy's way. Normally I would have done this one cinematically as well, just for fun, because, well, this is less fun, but we already did two, and this is very similar to the last battle we fought, minus the fact that there are, well, less units on the field. Let's move here, let's have you guys attack those chariots, and you guys are okay. The Shield of Thorns has healed you up nicely. You guys are a little bit beat up due to that Scorpion. Damn, we might have to have Kairos deal with it personally. Alright, get you another Regrowth, though. Like so, and we're about to get a Bolt of Change down on you. And let's reposition our Doom Knights, who will also need a heal shortly. Oh wow, they got a little bit stuck there, didn't they? Fortunately, they will only rout and not die. In fact, Kairos, just make sure that they don't die by doing a Shield of Thorns on them. You can get another Pink Fire right through these blobs of enemies. And there we go, and Bolt of pop that here. You guys go here. And you guys, have you killed the artillery piece? Nearly so. Anybody else in trouble? Doesn't look like it. You guys keep firing on those chariots. You drop down and manually fight those chariots, would you? Knights still holding ground as they should. One of our Chaos Warriors is kind of hurt. Let's leave our aspiring champions to deal with the enemy lord. Alright, you guys good? Kairos. Summon unit has been wiped out, but we don't care. Alright, kill that Tomb Scorpion. Well done, buddy. And then reposition our Pink Horse so that they can continue firing. Kill those chariots as well, though. And Flamers! Reposition as well, please. You guys don't need to be fighting in melee. Alright, Kairos, get a Regrowth Overcast on our Knights. Our Doom Knights, specifically, not our Regu Knights. And you guys are done. Good. Might need another Regrowth. But the battle will end before we can regrow again. Now, let's kill that Lord. Oh, that pile of flames just hit a bunch of our own units. Gotta really be careful with those. Alright, Doom Knights are healing up nicely, and the enemy is done. I won't be able to get the full use of that Regrowth. Too bad the enemy Lords melt so quickly. Just like that, decisive victory. Alright, let's see what our losses are. 79, not too bad. At the end of the day, I think it was just that one unit of Pink Horrors and that one unit of Chaos Warriors that lost. Kairos got even more kills than last time, though less damage, because I suppose he didn't kill the entire army, at least 75% of it himself. Alright, come on now. Let's see what we got. 824, a little bit. Oh, well, the replenishment isn't actually needed here because we'll be at full health after this turn. So, offer us tribute for that tiny amount of cash, and then we will take the Black Pyramid over. Occupy. Ooh, 10k. Nah, 10k is not that much. Occupied at tier 4. Lovely. And we have one of these buildings here as well, and the Sentinels have been destroyed in the Great Mortis Delta as ours, so that's an immediate use of... You know what? Let's go foster cults for now. And also, the Vault of Nagash will give us Vampire Corruption, but spell resistance for all armies. You know what? That makes quite a bit of sense. Funny, this provided hero capacity, not just strength. Winds of magic power when change, plus 30% when increasing. On top of what we already have. Yeah, so everybody's going to be at full, the full amount probably all the time. We also want walls here. We can keep the growth, but let's... wait. If we get one of these, we can continue spreading corruption to all the Cambrian provinces together with the power of the... ooh, you should be probably switching to a dimensional nexus then. Especially if we don't build any infrastructure stuff here yet. We will later, of course. But it's only a single province, so 1, 2 buildings need to be built, so those are here. Of course, we have to have walls, so that's 3. So presuming that we keep you and then delete you... we'd still have a room for at least you, but I think this temporarily needs to go and we'll replace it later. I'd rather have the walls than the Warpstone Locust for now. And then we'll replace that later. Honestly, this may be worth just deleting temporarily as well. Oh, you can get more cultists on the field, but we don't have the ability to get them on. There's a Keymaster here too, damn. Oh well. We'll build it later. Walls for now, and then money, and well actually, you know what, no, just keep that one building. The money isn't that big of a deal in this particular location, as we'll be getting money from everywhere else. Anyway, well, we didn't even get through one turn, really, but I am going to call this episode here. There were so many battles, I have no idea how long this episode is going to run. The next time, I guess Kairos will have to move north to try and catch Thorek. That would be ideal. Really want to get him that... defeat trait, if possible. Honestly, I'd love to take Iber up there as well. If we're not fighting with anybody here, and maybe Khemri is willing to wait on it a little bit, maybe we could still double kill Thorek, as in catch him with Kairos, not kill him, let him run away and then have Iber attack him. We'll see if we can manage it, but either way, I think at the start of next episode, when we end the turn, Varag is going to attack Garrulus here, so that'll be a battle, which is why we can't end the turn right now. So anyway, stay tuned for more Kairos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all that magic supremacy. All glory to the algorithm. Whatever else I usually say. And thanks for watching.